And I actually put the same numbers in the report on page 2, so.
So those numbers for Spenna, East, and Westfield, those numbers are the 10-year numbers?
No, those are the numbers now, for 10 more years. They go in 10 years.
So we don't know if they, like on Spenna Field, we don't know if our old contract had it for 4,000 or 9,000.
You know, I don't know, Brian, I don't know, because it's, I don't know where those contracts
Do
are.
we think-
Can we get a copy of the old contract? That's what we need. Yeah, whatever we had before and the new one. Can we
I
see?
think we should
I
look
don't
at
have
it.
it, I mean, it was issued 10 years ago, I have no idea where it is.
Well, Musco would have it.
It's probably, it's not gonna change what they're offering, it's still, I can get it, yeah,
Well, just so he has.
Well, I think the right thing to do is get the, I mean, this is a total of $20,000. You know, if the old contract was 11,000, it went up a lot, we need to negotiate with them. But I think we need to do it, but I just think it's our job to check and make sure they're not doubling the price.
Right. And also, while I'm thinking about Catherine back into the computer and the Huawei thing and the rest of it, for next meeting, I'd like to know what AEK charges to train each employee on that system, okay? Because I think it's
I
very
know I gave
expensive.
their proposal a couple meetings ago to
But I don't have it.
included. Okay.
But that's just for a few. And then are we going to put Marcia or whoever goes in charge of training the rest of the staff?
Well, and if you remember what they said, is they'll do like a 2-day training and send 3 people to one section.
Right, because I just want you all to know that I'm going to be monitoring that and I want to see the screen.
That's good.
Okay? We'll see if it works.
You see a lot of problem in the past is we have.
Right, well, we've got AEK for now, let's see where it goes.
Hard to.
Okay, so now we go to the Little League and field availability. There was an issue with, is there anyone here from the Little League? Okay. There was a, pardon me?
What little league?
With Pleasantville?
Yeah.
Little League and the field availability, you know, it has been, I got an email from Paul about the A field and the Little League wanting exclusive use of the A field, and you guys were copied into it. And what are your thoughts? It has been like that. I emailed him back and I said, you know, it has been, what I have to say, as far as I know, like that. But, and then the Little League was saying that we have to handle the maintenance if it wasn't just their thing. So I asked Paul then to determine what's the difference from the ultimate revenue that we could bring in and what the cost would be to maintain the field. And you know, maybe we could put that on the next, I don't know what your thoughts are.
I read it and everything, and my opinion is that it looks like, we've just pretty much left it up to the Little League to do most of our work. And I think they've done a great job with it. And I don't understand how much time is open that we want to rent out that field. If it's 10, 15%, I just think we should leave it alone the way it is. Because they've done an awful lot of work, they've spent a lot of money, and we don't really have the staff to keep that up.
Oh, well, if somebody, this is the way I looked at it, if obviously it belongs to all the residents, not just the Little League, because it's a public park and what have you.
Right.
And if we're able to utilize it in a program or something that does not interfere with that schedule, and then we're able to rake the field and do whatever, maybe that could work out as well.
We would have to maintain everything, they would drop away from that.
I don't think they'd come to it. I mean, I thought somebody would have been here so we could have talked.
The last sentence says that if we don't go and we do rent it out, then we're not going to be doing any of the work anymore. And I don't like it.
Well, maybe we should meet with,
I think we should see how much time is open.
And meet with Paul.
That we would have the possibility of renting out.
Yeah, we'll ask Paul to come to the next meeting and maybe somebody from the Little League and see what we can do, okay? I thought they'd be in there.
Or maybe we should try to get them together before.
In the meantime,
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, well,
Shall we rent
we should
tickets?
do, Colleen, one thing we should do is, let's see the call, let's see how much time that they're not going to use it.
That's what I asked him. Yeah, I asked him that. I
And then let's see.
The maintenance, the cost of the maintenance, and the revenue, yes, I asked him.
If we may have to buy some equipment, well, we need to check.
Well, considering we can take care of the other
Okay.
85% of the park, I think we'd have to.
We get time to do that, the equipment is here.
Yeah, we got,
See how much time is available.
just a piece of the pie, you know, it's not, but I don't want to throw them waves. Chalet rental rates?
So you will check that out?
Yes. Right now, for the entire floor, we charge $100 an hour. We split it up so that it's $25 an hour for each volleyball court, and then we do $35 an hour for the 3 basketball courts. We know that
For the 3 basketball courts, I thought it was per court.
per court, right?
No, per court, $35 per court.
And what we were, right now from fall into June, we know that we have Monday nights rented from 5 to 10, Tuesdays from 6 to 10, Wednesdays from 6 to 10, Thursdays from 6 to 10, and also a morning class, and then Sundays from 7 to 10, from noon to 5. So that's what we've got pulling, right now.
And can we get that, I'd like that on a printout, like some sort of,
I have,
I don't want it like that. I want to see the holes. Like I'm asking you for, I want a calendar.
right now, the max charge is $60 an hour for a volleyball court, but we charge 25. No, I'm sure there's,
Say that again.
the max charge is $60 an hour. Downers Grove charges $55 an hour. LaGrange charges $60 an hour for a resident, and we're charging 25. What I've been talking, Laura.
Last year, let me interrupt you real quick, Catherine. Last year, you were in charge of, or your staff was in charge of getting the prices together.
You guys set the prices.
No, we set the prices on your own recommendation. And we got information from Sukek that this was what the max was coming, and I can dig it out of the old minutes, but what the max was charging and what LT was charging, and we were told as a board that we were right in the middle of it. Now the max has increased to $60.
About
About
what
one
it is
quarter.
now. And I
Okay.
thought that you had said you wanted to make it lower.
Well,
We wanted to make it between.
and what we did, like you were.
Yeah, we did.
So we need to get more people in here, we need to fill it up. So we lowball the prices, and we have three closures. We also lowball our prices for membership.
Right.
So the way we lowball everything, especially the membership, we needed a 35% increase to just break even what we were doing, because we lowered our price a little.
What we've been looking at, just us, Lauren and I, is looking at peak times and non-peak times, because that means, maybe having a fluctuating rate, and which, is up to you, but for the fall brochure, I've noticed that almost all of their websites, they don't give you the price, you have to call, they say, call us for rental rates. So I thought it might be good for us to just sort of go with that while we finalize something, and then we.
Well, I think we should do, like, I'm gonna go back again to the well, I think. What I think we should do is just like you do when you go to rent a room and you get an email from Caesar's Palace, and it says, okay, here's your calendar, on this day it's 53, on this day it's 25, on this day, and that's what we're capable of doing, according to Ernie, with the staff we have now, and that's what I'd like to see done. Something like that, okay? Because Ernie thinks we're capable, correct? So that if we're gonna do rates, I shouldn't have to call and ask for a rate. I shouldn't have to walk to the front desk. I should know those rates. They should be in our brochure, and there should be specials that are available on the website so that we can utilize this facility to the best of its ability. Because that brings in revenue. And without doing so, you lack revenue. And that's why when we all vacation and we go to those calendars and those websites and we say, oh, look at, like I said to my husband last week, wow, look at this, the Aria or whatever is having a special. Let's head down there. We can get it for, $79. If we go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of this week, bam, are these rates still available? That's where we lose the revenue. That's where we lose it. That's where, when Catherine's saying non-peak times, it can be available to the public, but I don't believe at this point, with the capability that we have on our staff right now, and I'm not bashing our staff by any means, because this takes somebody of a certain level of IT experience to handle this, that it get done. But I'm going to expect it to get done, and I'm going to want to see it done before I leave here.
And all I'm saying is that we have a website, we have those numbers on there. People can
No,
just
we
go
do
to our
not. No, we do not. Our website is confusing. We don't offer the public what we should when we have a product. And if I privately own that chalet, okay, we don't market it properly in today's technology. You should get an email to your cell phone if you're a member that says specials, and bam, you hit the button and it says, we're at Sport Court, available Tuesday nights, $30, got your team, bring them over. We would fill that place, Ernie, from 6 in the morning till 1 in the morning. It's possible, and it could be done, but we're not thinking on those terms. We're worried about